Across its almost 2 decades of existence, Roblox has hosted billions of games along the years, many of them going from popular front-page hits to literal graveyards, being abandoned and forgotten. Today, we'll be taking a look at some of those games. Alright, so I have my acolyte, my goon even, here with me to test the games. So we spawn near this dock with these fishermen on it. Near the statue there are some beautiful artworks of the game, and a shout out to the creator's cousin, Pick Brick Nick. Inside there was a food area with some highly realistic burgers and cookies. Next to the food area there was an art gallery, where the creator even framed a beautiful portrait of himself, and also like 6 pictures of the game's icon in different paint.net effects. I then found a working elevator that for some reason only goes up by 1 floor, and all over the statue there are guides telling you where you are. For example, here we are in the right leg. And also, why does this guard have random letters capitalized? I guess the creator got lazy at some point, cause after you walk for 4 sets of stairs, you just get the option to teleport to the torch, I guess. This was the whole game. Pretty neat, I guess, for a 2008 game. Alright, so this is the oldest game on this list. Also, I haven't watched the movie, so I might be missing a little bit of context. We spawn next to this candy forest, I guess, with a boat run by Oompa Loompas, which sits upon a lake of chocolate, where my acolyte drowned and died. Just kidding, he came back. In the next room, we found an Oompa Loompa enjoying his time in a ball pit, in what seemed like a dropper or something, and also this weird green goo machine. Nothing could have prepared me for what came in the next room. A bunch of squirrels, I guess. So apparently in the movie, the squirrels drag a little girl in the hole, which apparently leads to the incinerator. Bro, what? Anyway, we then go on to the next room, where we find an Oompa Loompa sitting on a couch. Also, for some reason, when you enter the room, you get this face. Anyway, we find a secret room, a VIP room I guess, that we couldn't manage to enter no matter what, as the walls were too thick. Spleef is based on the Minecraft game mode with the same name, where you dig under your opponent to make them fall to their demise. And you know damn well a copy of this game had to exist on Roblox. This is basically what happened to any popular game in the 2010s. In this game, for the first time, except for my friend, I am not alone, as I am accompanied by Joe Pedro 07978. Once the round started, I managed to kill Joe Pedro pretty easily, or so I thought. As you see, in 2017, Roblox made an update where filtering enabled was added to all games, meaning the client cannot interact with the server. What that means is that the holes I dug are only seen by me, and what happened was that most likely Pedro dug a hole underneath himself. Poor guy left after this embarrassing moment. It took me a bit to realize the game is broken. And this is the reality for many old Roblox games from this specific update. Okay, so this game reeks of 2010. You spawn in a giant cereal bowl with milk and cereal. Nearby there's a noob saying, if you wanna get out, step on this freaking cereal blocks. In the cereal bowl, there are also 5 other NPCs, a giant epic face, Sonic the Hedgehog XX, Builderman, an old man and a dog. You can speak to all of them, the conversations being very interesting to say the least. The old man even calls you a creeper. Leaving the bowl, you get to talk to Sheletsky or Telamon, whatever you want to call him, from whom you find out that we are little cereal pieces. Judging by the way these NPCs speak, it's no surprise that this game was made in 2010. I mean, when was the last time you saw someone online say, "Oh really?" Outside we also find a blob thing, I guess, and a fish. We find a prison with a zombie and a hacker locked behind the bars, and also a grain of dust. Sadly, the game is broken and you can't reach all of the areas, so I guess we'll never find out who the dust friend is. This game is not fully abandoned, as it can still pull up to 10 concurrent players at peak hours, but I still wanted to mention it as I've always felt these types of games had a weird, eerie-like feeling of emptiness inside of them. Visiting this facility, I find a bunch of different contraptions, like one that clones my friend's avatar and also a shark. I need to take a minute to appreciate how good this game looks for a 2013 one. Yeah, it was created in 2010, but it's been updated a lot since. And I also gotta appreciate how big the map is. After a bit of walking, we managed to get to the reactor, where we meet another person named Mom of 03, who at first I mistook for an NPC. They were just standing there and apparently were plotting with another player to blow up the reactor. I wanted to go near the reactor, so I put on a hazmat suit and entered the chamber. Me and my acolyte got brutally lasered after. Here there are actually paid ads for different games, which you can actually buy by contacting the Red Fat Dragon. Bro, what is this name? This game had me actually impressed. It's basically a robot car fighting cage with multiple maps and multiple robot types. The robots are highly customizable, having 10 different bumpers you could choose from, each giving different perks. It's pretty glitchy at times, but honestly that adds to its experience, as it becomes hard to control, the movements being more random. I ended up spending the most time on this game and actually had fun. Would really recommend you to check this out with a friend. A popular genre back in the early 2010s were build to survive games, like Build to Survive the Zombies. When I joined this game, I had to wait for a whopping 75 seconds for something to happen, and I also realized that building didn't work anymore. But I won't let that stop me from enjoying a true pillar of old Roblox. After a while, a flock of penguins would spawn, which were pretty easy to avoid, by climbing on a nearby wall. The game also featured a music tab with a bunch of different categories. I wonder how all of these sound like. Oh wait, it's the same song for all of them. By the way, this game has 4 times the amount of visits than the game before had. Damn, that's crazy. I waited for another disaster to happen, and the next one was survive the block monsters that for some reason walk backwards and also kill you by suffocation. This game is completely broken. No matter how much I try, I can't get past the first bump of the cart ride. There is also a VIP short room that literally teleports you to the end of the game. Now, if you search this game up on YouTube, the only video you can find is one from August of 2009, created by Brick Mesa, of someone playing the game. The video has under 500 views and only 3 likes, one of them being me, and the top comment says, "I have heard that song on Diddy Kong Racing." And these were the games of today's video, mostly taken from the archived Discord, which I recommend checking out. Roblox recently rolled out an update where old unrated games were unplayable. This meant that a lot of amazing games with small amount of visit and an inactive owner like this one may never be played again, which is kind of sad if you ask me. Anyways, I'll leave a link to all the games I played in the description if you wanna check any of them out for yourself. And while you're at it, consider buying an outfit in my old outfit game, as it helps me a lot and is the best way to support me. Thank you for watching this, and I'll see you all next time.